Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Monday, June 11th, 2018. Looking at the fire potential impacts over the next few days, for today, we are not expecting any significant impacts. The same goes for tomorrow. That changes moving into Wednesday. We are looking at the possibility of some lightning moving into the southern part of the Great Basin beginning on Wednesday, which could be quite significant. Over the past 24 hours, not too much in the way of precipitation across the area, just some light showers across parts of Idaho, and really no lightning to speak of either. Fire activity has definitely picked up across the Great Basin. We have several large fires and quite a few new fires as well. Looking at precipitation over the past 7 days, you can see from the image on the left that really the only area across the Great Basin that has seen much in the way of precipitation has been the central Idaho mountains and portions of far northern Nevada. The image on the right shows how this compares to normal, and you can see that the majority of the Great Basin is well below normal as far as precipitation over the past 7 days. Looking at ERCs, they are on the rise, particularly across the southeastern part of the area, where conditions have been quite hot and dry for quite some time. If we look at the ERC charts from these areas, you can see GB29, which is northeastern Utah. The green line is the observed ERC, and that is close to or at record values over the past couple of days. So really high ERCs in that area, and also across southeastern Utah, which is GB32, where we were also seeing record high ERCs. So very hot, very dry, and really dry fuels in these areas. Looking at live fuel moisture, that has also been decreasing across portions of the area. You can see that the two top charts are from eastern Utah and southwestern Idaho, where conditions have been dry. You can see the sagebrush is below normal and has been decreasing over the past few weeks. One exception is this site in central Nevada, where the sagebrush fuel moisture has increased. So taking a look at the satellite this morning, there is a weather system in place just north of the Great Basin. That will keep temperatures mild across the region today. And looking in more detail, you can see from this upper level map that you can see the dry air in place across the southern part of the Great Basin. As far as significant fire potential, due to the hot and dry weather we've had across the southeast, that is where our fuels are the driest, and we have the moderate risk category. Things improve somewhat moving to the north and west, but still a lot of yellows and browns on the map. Looking in more detail, you can see from the image on the left how dry it will be across the southern part of the Great Basin today. Pretty light winds though. As we move into Tuesday, that dry air remains in place across the southern part of the Great Basin. The surface forecast for Tuesday shows very dry conditions across the southern part of the Great Basin with wide areas of relative humidities well below 15%. Winds will be quite light again on Tuesday. Then as we move into Wednesday, things begin to change and become a little bit more interesting. You can see some moisture making its way into the southern part of the area. And with that moisture in place, we are high-risking portions of southern Utah and the Arizona Strip with a concern for dry lightning on Wednesday. Now this is of particular concern if you remember the ERC map and how dry the fuels are in that area. So taking a look in a little more detail at Wednesday, you can see really dry surface, relative humidities on Wednesday, and wind gusts will be fairly light, but we could see some areas with wind gusting in the 20 to 25 mile an hour range. Taking a look at the observed weather forecast for Wednesday, you can see the green areas are areas where that rain is expected. And again, across southeastern Utah and the Arizona Strip, we will see some of those showers and thunderstorms as well. So looking at precipitation accumulations over the next 3 days, really any precipitation that reaches the ground will be again across the northern part of the Great Basin. So we move into Thursday, we keep that moisture in place across the southeastern part of the area. Again, with a concern for those dry thunderstorms, we are high-risking a greater area across southeastern Utah and the Arizona Strip. As we move into Friday, that moisture starts to shift north and east, and so our concern for those zones shifts to the north and east as well. Then on Saturday, we have some lingering moisture across the northeast, really with a lingering concern for those thunderstorms on Saturday. And finally on Sunday, as deeper moisture makes its way into the area, we will see unsettled weather, but this does look like there is more moisture associated with it. So in the 7-day period, quite a bit wetter than what we are expecting in the 3-day period, with those storms expected to develop across southeastern Utah. In the 8 to 14 day period, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for above normal temperatures across the majority of the Great Basin, with below normal temperatures possible across the southeast, and above normal precipitation is in the forecast in that 8 to 14 day period. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.